Our next guest has raised close to $2 million for children, families, and nonprofits in Western New York through his company, 26 Shirts. We'll tell you more up next. I'm here today with the founder of 26 Shirts, Reid. Thank you so much for joining me on the Sweet Buffalo Show today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I hear that you have a 10-year anniversary coming up of 26 Shirts. You've raised close to $2 million for children, families, and nonprofits right here in Western New York. Did you ever see 26 Shirts getting this big?
How can I answer that and not sound, no, I did not ever. It was a 1-year community service project that I started, which is now entering its 10th year. It's wild. It's very humbling to be able to do what we've done over the past 10 years, but I like to think we have a lot more work to do.
And how did the idea come about to give back with T-shirts?
Yeah, so in 2011, I accidentally coined the phrase Bill's Mafia and suddenly had a large social media audience on my phone listening to what I was saying. And I always wanted to do something productive with that audience. And, myself and my fellow Bill's Mafia co-founders, we tried a couple things over the years. We actually started a nonprofit at one point. We were doing these fundraiser tailgates. And then a couple years into it, somebody reached out to me. His name was Scott Lunn. He was doing a raffle for his daughter, who was 2 years old at the time, had a condition called retinoblastoma. And I'm reading his daughter's story, and I was really moved. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to share your raffle. And then next time, we do something with Bill's Mafia that has, some kind of giving component or whatever, I'll have it support your family. And then you fast forward a couple of days, it's Monday night. I'm at a Bible study accountability group with a couple of my buddies, and I'm just kind of talking about this family, and I'm kind of brainstorming ideas. And I eventually landed, with some of my friends' input, the idea to sell a different shirt every 2 weeks, and then giving as much as possible from that shirt to a different family. So now you fast forward in 2020, we started doing it every week because the demand was so great. There's a lot of people out there who need help. There's a lot of people that want to buy new Buffalo t-shirts, so it matches up well. And November of 2023 will be 10-year anniversary, and it's all kind of gone by very quickly, but here we are.
So you're very humble in all that you do, but $2 million is a lot of money. It's helped a lot of families, helped a lot of kids, a lot of charities, and you've even teamed up with Sweet Buffalo before to help kids, and we helped Bentley together. And I think what makes 26 Shirts special is it's not just about selling shirts. When you and I spoke on the phone, you wanted to learn about his story, what his family was going through. You told that story on 26shirts.com. And so I think it's a very unique aspect of what you're doing. Everything comes from the heart. And that's what makes it special. So, what do you see for the future of 26 Shirts now that you're going into your 10th year?
Good question. I always describe us as a seat of pants operation. So we're always reacting to what's going on and what ideas we have. We've done a little bit, up to this point, but we want to do more than just shirts. We have an awesome support base of customers in Western New York and beyond, because there's Western New York expats all over the world, but their drawers are filling up. But they still want to support, the mission that we have. And so we're trying to come up with different ideas, different products that they can purchase to support these different families and nonprofits that we support.
And one of the nonprofits you support regularly is Punt.
Yes.
What do you love about Punt?
What don't I love about Punt?
Same.
Gwen has done an amazing job over the years building that operation into what it is now. I love that they do so much for these families. They handle the financial needs that a family has, while their son or daughter is, undergoing, care for cancer. They do bereavement for families that have, maybe their child lost that battle. It's such an amazing organization that they have put together over the years. I'm just honored to be a tiny little part of it in terms of support, and I will always support Punt into eternity.
And I know there's a lot of work that goes into these shirts as well. There's always creative ideas, coming out. Is it fun to come up with these ideas, to take a spin on what's going on in football and what's going on in Buffalo?
Yeah, it is. In fact, I often say that the creative process is the most enjoyable part of the operation. Obviously, not the most fulfilling, supporting the families is, but the most enjoyable part is coming up with these ideas. And we have a lot of fun. It's not just me. It's not the Del Reid show. We have an amazing staff now, 6 different people that work at 26 Shirts along with me. Plus, we have so many people in the community that support us through ideas. It's a real collaborative process that we have. It is fun, but it balances out, a lot of the heartache. Every time we meet one of these families, we're meeting them at the worst point in their lives. And so I don't feel bad about enjoying other parts of the business because it is a heavy load hearing a different, terrible story every week.
Do you think that you could do this anywhere else than Buffalo, the city of good neighbors?
We've tried. We had a Chicago line, a Pittsburgh line, a Cincinnati line, and for different reasons, we've chosen to close those up. Mainly because in Buffalo, it started to grow exponentially. We had to put all our effort into where we were doing the most good. But I'd like to think that in the future we are able to open up new branches in these other cities as well. Will they ever do as well as Buffalo? I don't know. Buffalo's a really special place. I mean, we're not called the city of good neighbors for just because it's a cute little sign to put out, around the city. It's truly who we are.
And how does someone reach out if they do have a need or a story that needs to be shared on 26 Shirts?
Yeah, right on our website. It's on the About Us page. You can scroll down. You'll see, how to, get a hold of us, and we can hopefully help with your situation.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Del, for all you do for our community. You are very much appreciated, and I'm very grateful to call you a friend.
Oh, likewise, the feeling is mutual.
For more episodes of The Sweet Buffalo Show, follow Sweet Buffalo on all our social platforms for sweet stories worth sharing.